Hey there, I am so glad that you decided to stop by and have a little chat with me today because I have some really exciting things to talk to you about. And obviously, you know what our topic is. You saw the topic of this video, the top 10 reasons why Scentsy makes a good side hustle. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Jami Jo, and I am a Scentsy consultant. I'm actually a superstar director with the company, and while that sounds silly and made up, it's a legit title, and it means that I am at the very tippity top of all the consultant levels. I have been running my Scentsy business for over 15 years now and loving every minute of it. Not only do I love the product, I also love that I can share it with my friends and family, and I have no reservations that they are going to love the products as much as I do. Now, Scentsy has been fabulous for my family. I'm actually a degreed school teacher. I taught for 6 years. I was teaching when I found Scentsy fragrance, and while I started just a little side hustle, with a little dedication and determination, it grew into a business that allowed me to step away from the classroom. That gave me the option, the ability, the time to focus on my family instead of all the craziness of a teaching career. Now my kids are grown and gone and out on their own, and my husband and I are able to travel, and we really have a lot of time freedom on our hands that, like I said, with a traditional teaching career would not have been possible. Now let's jump right into the topic here, the top 5 reasons why Scentsy is a good side hustle. I am going to focus on 5 of those, but go ahead and give you 10 of them for you to think about as you're considering a journey with Scentsy fragrance. Now, if you're watching this video, chances are you're looking for a side hustle to make a little extra cash. Maybe you have a full-time job, maybe you are a full-time stay-at-home mom or homemaker. No matter what the situation, Scentsy is an awesome side hustle opportunity. The number 1 reason why Scentsy makes a great side hustle is because of the low startup cost. When you think of starting your own business, it can be somewhat overwhelming. There's a lot of expenses to consider. But if you're looking at Scentsy for a side hustle, the startup costs are very, very low. At the most, our highest dollar amount kit is going to cost you $99 plus tax and shipping. In my area, it comes to about $118. It's going to depend on where you live. But if that is out of your budget, there are other options. We have a host exclusive kit that starts at $59 and goes down to $0 out of pocket. So if that's something that you're interested in, definitely reach out to me and I can go over all the details of that host exclusive, that discounted starter kit. So the number 1 reason why Scentsy is a great side hustle is that low startup costs. Number 2 reason that Scentsy is a great side hustle opportunity is we have 0 requirement for you to keep stock on hand. I know that some businesses, some other MLM businesses require that you keep stock on hand for your customers, and that can get costly. If you don't know what your customers might want, you're stuck with product that you can't sell. It's just not the most ideal situation. With Scentsy, you are not going to place an order with the company until your customer has placed that order with you. So you don't have to worry about having things on hand that didn't sell or even the expense of ordering that stuff, because you're not going to order it until your customers order it and you have the money from them. Obviously, we are in a time now where a lot of business is done online, and I will tell you that probably 80 to 90% of my business is just from online orders. So money doesn't even pass through my hands. I've marketed the items to my customers. They make the choice to make the purchase. They go right on my website, pay Scentsy corporate directly for those products. Scentsy ships them out. So I am not required to pass any money through my hands in that situation. Now, I will say there are some benefits to having some items on hand. I do have a stock closet, and I have items for my customers to make those last minute purchases. But the great thing is I have been able to get most of that stock at free or half price because I am setting up parties or affiliate links with myself for my customers to shop from. I give them the option of doing the same to where they can get items free or half price, but I can use that to my advantage if a customer chooses not to do that. So yes, I do have stock on hand, but I have not forked over a lot of money to build that stock. I have used host rewards to get a lot of that stock. So number 2 reason that Scentsy is a great side hustle opportunity is that you are not required to have any stock on hand or invest any money in that stock on hand. Number 3 reason that Scentsy makes an awesome side hustle is we have a desirable product. People are looking for Scentsy fragrance and they know us by name. Know us by name. For example, you can ask someone, do they have a Scentsy? And they will say yes. And you could say, where did you get it from? And they'll say Walmart. Well, let me tell you that Scentsy products are not sold in Walmart. So they don't have a Scentsy, but they might have a wax warmer or a wax melter. For example, you can ask someone for a Kleenex and they're going to give you a tissue. Now it might be a Puffs, it might be a Kleenex brand, it might be the discount store brand of tissue, but the word Kleenex is assumed to be a tissue. In the same way, we are the known name for wax warmers and wax. We have lots of other products as well, but when you say to someone, do you have a Scentsy, they know exactly what you are talking about. So we have a desirable product, we have a well-known name, and that makes it a great reason to be a side hustle because your friends and family know what Scentsy is, and chances are they are wanting some as well. Number 4 reason that Scentsy makes a fabulous side hustle is we are a consumable product. There are lots of other multi-level marketing companies or direct sales companies out there on the market, and a lot of them sell great products. I purchase from a lot of those companies myself, but if I need a kitchen pan, I need a kitchen pan, and that pan is going to last me 10, 15, maybe 20 years. If I need a tote bag, I can grab a tote bag from one of those companies, but it's not something that I'm going to be needing over and over and over again because once I have one, I have one, and I don't need any more. With Scentsy, we are consumable-based products. Someone can purchase a warmer from you or a wall fan from you, and they are going to need to replenish that wax or those pods, whatever it may be. They're going to have to continue to purchase those items. So as long as you are providing great customer service, your customers are going to continue to come back to you over and over again, making a customer a lifelong customer with our products. So that's the number 4 reason that Scentsy makes a great side hustle choice. And number 5 reason why Scentsy is a great side hustle choice is that we are always on top of the market and on top of trends. We have partnerships with great companies like Disney and Warner Brothers and Universal Studios. So we are always bringing you amazing products to sell. We are always on top of trends. If you were running your very own business, you would have to be doing research on all of those things. You would have to be doing the marketing with Disney or with Universal, and chances of you getting a partnership with them would be slim to none. But Scentsy does all of that work for us at the corporate level. So Scentsy is a great option because you know that we're always going to be coming out with the latest and greatest of things. We started with just wax and warmers, and look at all of this stuff around me. And there's even more in our catalog that I don't even have featured here. We are always on top of things, bringing out new products and giving you reasons to reconnect with those customers that we talked about just a second ago. So that is the fifth reason that Scentsy makes an amazing side hustle choice. Now I'm going to zip through the other 5 things that I narrowed it down to very quickly, but we're not going to spend a lot of time talking about those in detail today. If you have questions about them, feel free to reach out. Number 6, unlimited earning potential. There is no ceiling on the amount of money that you can earn with Scentsy fragrance. Travel perks. Friends, travel perks. I am a travel addict, and I love the opportunities that Scentsy gives me to travel through incentives, but also just training opportunities where that travel becomes a tax write-off. Let's talk about tax benefits, because that's on the list too. There are great tax benefits to having a side hustle. Community and friendships. Guys, I've been in this business for over 15 years now, and I will tell you that the majority of my friends are somewhat connected through my Scentsy family at this point. My community has grown and my friendships have flourished through my partnership with Scentsy Fragrance. And then time freedom. I kind of hit on that at the very first of this video, how Scentsy has provided time freedom for me when I stepped away from the classroom, but it continues to give me time freedom. I choose to work when I am able to work it into my schedule, and I'm not tied down to clock in and clock out hours like traditional jobs have. Scentsy is an amazing opportunity and something that I really think that you should consider. If you have more questions, I would love to answer them for you. You can text me directly at 918-888-9690. You can pop questions in the comment section of this video or reach out to me on social media. You can find me on both Facebook and on Instagram. If you know that Scentsy's for you and you're ready to jump on board right now, just go over to JamiJoSellsWax.com. Up at the very top, you're going to see a button that says Getting Started, and you can click that button right there and get started on your Scentsy journey. I will be in touch to touch base with you and see exactly what your goals are and how I can help you achieve those goals. Guys, my name is Jami Jo. I love my Scentsy business, and I think you will too. But more than anything, I hope that you have a sensational day. Our government likes people to look for jobs and not opportunities. Therefore, I'm required to tell you that results are not typical. Now let's take a second to look at what the word typical means. The definition of typical is usual, ordinary, or average. No, these results are not average. But if you're willing to put in some work and take a chance on yourself, these results are possible. I'm here to prove it to you. It happened to me, and it can happen to you. Check out this document for all the details.